Hello, hello! Welcome back to my stream. It is I, your humble host Sketchy, and we are back with Reverse 1999 for this week, for this Monday. We'll be continuing the Chapter 9 side story for... Jesus Christ, what is that girl's name? I keep forgetting! Ah, the author, the writer! Jesus Christ! Reflections, where is it? Recoleta. Jesus Christ. Why do I keep forgetting her name? I don't get it. Anyway, her side story. We've got like... what? 6 parts left, I think? Something like that. But one other piece of news, I managed to pull Rhiannon in during the weekend. I expected to get her on the PT at 70 pulls after the previous medicine pocket pull, but instead I got her early. So I did a single pull, 10 pull on the weekend, expecting to get nothing, but instead Coppelia jump scared me. Jesus Coppelia, Rhiannon jump scared me. So there's that. I'm probably going to end up pulling the remaining 90 pulls on her banner anyway. So I expect to get another copy of her and a copy for the cassettes. That will probably be the end result. For now, I'm waiting to see what other banners are going to be released. I'm aware of a selector banner for limited characters, at least a couple of them that's supposed to be releasing. So I'll see what the timer of it on it will be, because Rhiannon's banner is very long, almost a month and a half, basically. Now it's 37 days. But it started with a very long timer.
If you keep dozing off on your feet like that, the fledglings will start building nests in your hair.
Thank you for that.
This isn't some kind of joke. It's happened before, and it's a hell of a thing untangling those twigs from your hair.
Alright, so... without further ado, let's jump into the side story back. Okay. Where did we left off? It was her completing her sequel story, right? She finished the first part of her story and she was planning a sequel. Something like that. Charging the windmill. Apartment rooftop. Recoleta leans against the rusted railing of her apartment's rooftop, looking out over the blurred cityscape. Below, sparse streetlight flicker and a distant train whistle echoes from afar. I keep revising and revising it, but I still can't find the right way to write the final sentence. It's been a whole week. Will I ever be able to write the proper ending? So is she still struggling with the first story or the second one?
No, Recoleta. You can't just falter at the first obstacle.
This is part of the process. If you want to be a published writer, you have to push through. Alright, focus on the revisions. No more overthinking. Let's start with the hunting's suggestion and see where it leads. The character needs to continue their journey, but I don't understand. The cowboy went home just to search for a place to belong. Well, expand on the concept. I want them to get lost, to stumble forward blindly, just like we do in real life, to find meaning not in reaching their destination, but in the search itself, because that is our reality. How could this happen? I was haunted by the ending of the rise and fall of sanity for years, and now here I am, haunted by an ending all over again. Wait, didn't I watch this part already?
Have I not grown at all since then? Have I tried so hard all this time, only to get stuck in silent stagnation all over again?
Can I grow like so many protagonists with a character arc? Yeah, I'm almost 90% sure that we've already done that part. Did I misclick? You know what? I'll check before we dive further into it. Yes, charging the windmill is the one we did. That was the last one we did last week. I'm supposed to go to this. The matching minigame. Okay, so I've reminded myself at least what was happening last time. Enemy round. Well. My mistake. I think I screwed myself over really hard. I gotta restart at this point. Okay, let's pay better attention to what's here. Okay, the top rows are safe, all of them. Those are all matching pairs. There we go. Yep, we are taking the initiative here. So that's nice. That recovers HP. Wrong. My mistake. Crap. Let's use that. All right, we won. Easy enough. Laberinto de Símbolos. What does that mean? I can roughly pronounce it, but the meaning eludes me. I fell asleep? Wait, what time is it? I have to go to see Mrs. Hunting. In the forest, the trees sway in perfect rhythm. The movements are so eerily human that they almost feel choreographed. Okay.
I know this dance. It's a tango.
Is it? She has once seen this fiery dance before. Whoever's behind those trees, come out. I know you're watching me. At last, you have returned, Recoleta. We've waited a century to see you once more. Is she back in her fiction universe or what? Who are you? Why are you hiding in the shadows? Step forward so I can see your face. Otherwise, don't blame me if I'm a little curt. There is no face to see, child. I am but a shadow, a reflection cast from the depths of your mind. Yeah, she's in the imaginary world again. The weary, clothed voice becomes clearer. A reflection of my mind? You mean I'm dreaming? How is that? Yes, this is your inner world. An intricate labyrinth of symbols built by your very self. Labyrinth of symbols? That's a nice name. Kind of like the Temple della Metafora. Same kind of thing. Thanks, stranger. I think I just found the name for chapter 2. That's what dreams are for. Inspiration. But wait, you're saying these swaying ghostly trees are all part of a greater symbol? Perhaps as ever. Each tree here represents a symbol you once carefully cultivated. What's wrong with them? Don't tell me they are actually dancing. Not long ago, this labyrinth fell into disorder. Now every tree is caught in this restless, unsteady sway. This is the source of your insomnia. You waited here just to tell me this? I am here to guard over the farthest reaches of the north. This place is so cold and indifferent that it numbs all who enter. And you have touched the boundary of I watch over. I'm too tired. I must leave. Goodbye, Recoleta, and heed my final advice. Do not believe a word it says. It? Like what? The advice itself or what? That's a confusing advice. Advice? Who's it? Yeah, I'm confused as well. The tortoise walks into the flame without hesitation.
I understand you all too well.
God damn it, the whole text is gone, I didn't manage to read it. And they didn't put it in the log. Why do they keep doing this? This is a horrible practice. Know what? I do have stream to help myself. I can just look it up on stream. So 1 second. Okay, the tortoise walks into the flame without hesitation. It is... God damn it, I'm covering part of the text. It is caught, sued and drowned. It doesn't know whether it is dead, will live, nor can it feel a thing. Oh, okay. Another metaphor then.
I also threw myself into the fire without a moment's hesitation.
Recoleta speaks to herself, a sadness creeping over her. She never got the chance to say goodbye, but now she has to move forward, or she'll be trapped in this labyrinth forever. A change of scenery. Whoever's hiding behind those rocks, come out. The tortoise of the north has already told me the truth. Now tell me, what do you represent? A light bulb? This is a Psycube material. Psycube upgrade material. Ah, so you finally arrived, child. For an entire century, the East has remained untouched. What is it you have faced out there? The old voice is steady, rich with quiet power. That has nothing to do with you. Oh, my dear, it has everything to do with me, with us. You write and you rewrite and rewrite your rewrites, but it's never quite right, isn't it? You've descended into an endless cycle of revisions. I know that all too well. I'm obsessive with my works in the same manner, but I'm never content with whatever I write or make. There's the saying which goes something like, the perfect is the enemy of done. the perfection is the enemy of things being done, something like that. Remember this, child. The words you cut away never truly disappear. They become a part of you, flowing through your hand and onto the pages of your next work. Great stories are born from relentless revision. That is the fate of a writer. But readers will never see the parts I erase. They only exist in my mind. Torture me alone. Not entirely true. Whatever you delete from your stories will eventually come back to you when you write the following stories. That's the nature of things.
What's the point of it all?
But that doesn't diminish the value of every phrase, every word, every syllable, whether or not they serve the plot. Oh, hey there, Hellgate. Welcome back to the stream. How are you today? Then tell me, why must they be erased? Isn't it because I put too much into the individual sentences and don't consider the connection to the story? That is of no matter, child. What matters is, you are afraid you are the one who killed the cattle. You are not? Are you not? What does it mean by that? I don't get that metaphor, in particular. From Hellgate, I'm playing OW2, so not well. Overwatch? Or what? Because I'm not entirely sure what game you are referring to. Ah, yes, Overwatch 2. I never played it myself, but I've heard that it's in a rough spot for years now. Well, I'm honestly surprised that people are still playing it, considering how many mostly negative reviews it has. But you simply set them free. Do you remember now? In the world you created, the cowhand has no need to herd, and the cattle have no need to graze. You provided them the freedom to chase the stars. Even if my cowboy becomes a detective, even if he's doomed to walk a tragic path, is that something I have to accept? Of course, the writer is to leave the traces of life in the hearts of the readers. A tale of beauty and joy and miracles must also carry the scars of trauma and conflict. Ain't that the truth? For a writer not to suffer the same scars and as the reader would be unjust. Tell that to the author, the bald man behind Nikkei, because I'm entirely sure that he has a grand old time torturing the watchers of the story that he is providing. No, I don't believe you.
You really think that will make me feel better?
I've told myself the same thing 1,000 times before, and in the end it never meant anything. The old voice hesitates. There's a tinge of resignation behind it. Well, words have no power. Only experience can convince a person. I will leave this place as you wish. It cannot be accomplished in one night. Everything that you are about to experience will give the strength to go forth. At the very least, heed this advice. If ever you are to reach the southern forest, do not believe a single word it says. So those apparitions are telling her to not believe the next one? Okay. Remember that child. Remember that child, rather. Another scene change. That's a piñata. What's got you so worn down, Ray? A bright, playful girl's voice flits through the dim forest light. As light-hearted as a fairy from a storybook. Who are you? Look around you, Ray. Isn't this the forest so beautiful? We've spent so many dreamy summers in this little Garden of Eden. But it's been so long since you've come to see me. The girl's voice falters, tinged with unmistakable sadness.
We were friends? Oh my, that's right. How could I have forgotten you?
Imaginary friends? Okay. A distant sense of nostalgia surges through her, a memory of childhood companions she once knew so well. Did she even have a childhood, considering that she's an imaginary person? Out of a story? Yes, how could she have forgotten her? What are you doing here? Don't tell me you've forgotten, Ray. We used to sit under the trees together in summer and watch the clouds roll over the hills in the distance. You wrote a poem about it, remember? The clouds are cotton candy and I will swallow them whole. You gave it to me. That's a title and a half. I wrote something that childish? That's kind of cute. Oh, how I've missed you, Recoleta. My best friend, my little panda cub, my green-eyed knight. The sheer sincerity in her voice sends a tremor through Recoleta.
It's been so long. I've missed you so much.
Come out from behind the fireflies, my friend. Let me see you. You've grown up, haven't you? Just like I have. You've been lost in your works for so long. I feel sad for you, but I can't help you. You've forgotten so much, Ray. So many things that were pure and beautiful. You had such a perceptive and sensitive soul. The poems you wrote for me were so delicate and eternal. Has the water of reality weighted so heavy on you? If you're tired, then let's play in the forest for a while, shall we? Just until you are ready to leave. Will you stay with me, best friend?
Yes, I'd love to. Reality?
The jarring sensation clears Recoleta's mind. She shakes her head, her green eyes flashing with a sudden sharpness. She's like a child waking from a long dream, realizing their imaginary friend never truly existed. Yeah. Makes sense. Stop playing games, liar. I've already met two of your companions. Tell me, what are you the symbol of? Oh, no, I'm not a liar. How could you say that, Ray? You are breaking my heart. You don't even remember the first time you picked up a pen, do you? All these years of waiting, only to be met with a cold-blooded executioner. If you are truly this cruel, this heartless, then I won't stay here any longer. Goodbye. Memory wears out in the wandering life, gaining only obscure color and shapes.
Goodbye then.
Second. Let me go back a second. Memory wears out in the wandering life, gaining only obscure colors and shapes. What is the figure of the shadows? What is the figure of the shadow in the shadows? Close friend of the close friend strolls over in delightful music. Okay. Recoleta shakes her head as she tries to block out the sorrowful girl's voice. You know what? Maybe I'll move the camera a little bit up, because it's covering some of the text. Let's maybe place it somewhere here. And let's just move it up in the same position, like so. It's easier to do it with arrows instead of by hand. Easier to be precise like this. Okay, looks fine. Recoleta shakes her head as she tries to block out the soulful girl's voice. She clenches her teeth. It's just a symbol. She never had a friend like that. I won't believe a word. I have to find a way out. I have to escape. Honestly, maybe I'll just leave the camera like this for the future streams. It won't get in the way of things like the portraits and the texts, I think. Maybe this is the better position for it in the future. All things considered. Maybe I will move it a little bit up. Still. Like this. Okay, this looks fine to me. Yeah, let's leave it like that. I guess hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Through the pain and confusion, Recoleta stumbles forward. The crunch of fallen leaves and snapping of branches echoing beneath her step. But under the siege of exhaustion, she collapses. As she lies on the damp earth, her head throbbing, she closes her eyes. When she raises her head again, a pitch-black cave stands before her. From the depths of the darkness comes a voice, warped, deranged, neither male nor female. At last we met. Our most magnificent writer, welcome to the Southern Forest. My 3 dear friends, I hear have spoken quite a bit of ill about me. Yeah. The previous apparitions were warning her about this one, I think. No, I won't listen to you. All of you are liars. This is a paradox, a chaotic Pandora's box. If the others lied, then surely I am the one to tell the truth. Who is it who truly deceives you? You're the last one, aren't you? What exactly do you represent? I am the black hole in your heart, that shadow place where all your desires fester. Anxiety is a poison, it seeps into your words, warping their taste. Why do you have to speak like that? It's unbearable. Yeah, we don't like vague posting here. I can smell it, the stench of doubt laced in your hurried breath. You are a proud, self-absorbed, grandiose writer. Listen to yourself. Go back. Go back to where you belong. Damn it, I don't have time for this. I have to go back. Recoleta pushes herself up. The pain in her head gone, her body brimming with energy. Then she freezes in confusion. For someone like you, growth may very well be a crime. Huh. You should have been nothing but a beast of literature, untamed, unyielding. I have to go back. But to where? What am I going back for again? You will never escape from that sorrowful, secretive, ceaselessly murmuring scene. Literature is not merely a refuge of kindness and warmth. It is also a sanctuary for resentment and spite. Why do I have to go back?
I belong to the fictional world.
That's a weird way to pronounce that. Kind of lifeless and robotic. I would read it like this. I belong to the fictional world.
I am fiction.
Yes, you are. Our mission is complete. This symbolic labyrinth is now entirely in your hands. Farewell. Soft as breathing, itchy as allergy and hysteria, wrapped, twisted, tangled. Second. Let me review that text. Soft as breathing, itchy as allergy and hysteria, wrapped, twisted, tangled. The long thread connects savage and contempt. The labyrinth falls into an irreversible collapse. Recoletta's eyes are vacant. She's having an existential crisis, apparently. A writer must have a relentless desire. A writer must have enduring resilience. A writer must have an innate perception. A writer must have unshakable arrogance. Really? That's an interesting point to make. That was a long part, to be honest. Very long one. Like 2 parts previously. Fable of the Failure. Okay. Let's take a look. Wait. 1 second. Did I misclick again? Ah, right, because it's stage 10, but it's part 7 of the story because of those matching minigame stages. They don't count as parts, technically. Okay, there we go. I was worried that I misclicked again. Hunting. We've been talking for nearly an hour. I need a conclusion. So far this year, the HI Publishing House hasn't had a single book break into the top 3 bestsellers. That's an undeniable fact. Of course, Director. I've been in close contact with several authors and have already prepared multiple commercial plans. The new drafts will be submitted soon. I've heard these words far too many times, Hunting. The market's changing too fast, and the readers' tastes are unpredictable. I think we need to explore new directions. Like what? I firmly believe that literature is our way forward, Director.
Here's the case.
Here's the case. Literature was indeed once our major selling point, but now slogans like the vanguard of the literary revival and the new generation's Pedro Paramo have been overused. Listen, I need to give the investors a clear conclusion before the acquisition at the end of the year. Many such cases. I understand, Director. Everything turning into a product for the investors. the death of art in general.
Long time no see, Miss Hunting. How have you been?
Not well, I'd wager. Recoleta, where have you been? I asked after you at the cafe, but no one knew your address. They said that they've barely seen you since you quit. Ah, yes, I'm sorry for missing so many appointments. But please believe me, I had to take the time to reconstruct the symbolic forest labyrinth. Forest? What forest? More importantly, have you finished your outline for Chapter 2? Let me remind you that this month... No, there's no need for an outline. The symbolic forest is the name of the Chapter 2. I've already completed it. Oh, okay. That's good. She pulls a thick manuscript from under her cloak. Fortunately, it's mostly untouched by the rain. So she did the whole thing without an editor. It's probably a mess because of that. A relieved smile comes across Hunting's face. This is probably the best news I've had all month. You're almost writing like a professional author now, Recoleta. Alright then, let me take a look. How did a cowboy and a coachman travel from the temple to a forest? Hunting flips to the first page of the manuscript. Silence hushes over them. The soft scratch of a pencil rustles the rustle of pages, the gentle patter of rain. A sharp snap of the pencil lead breaks, a long deliberate inhale. A look of utter disappointment. Ah, so it's bad. This is what you are submitting? I wrote it I wrote it with all my heart. Recoleta, do you know what this is? Hunting stands up, gathers the manuscript neatly together and pushes it towards Recoleta. A scorched, lifeless forest, desolate, empty. There's nothing here. You've let me down, Recoleta. Freedom of expression does not equal reckless indulgence. You've repeated every mistake I pointed out in your last manuscript. Ah. That's unfortunate. Your world is totally unwelcoming. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. The burned ends of electrical wires spark. Hunting's voice grows distant as countless flashing fragments emerge. Flashes of polite yet firmly rejecting letters. Flashes of faces filled with prejudice and indifference. Flashes of scenes repeated over and over again, everyone wounding her heart a little more. She's losing it.
Why should I seek their approval?
I never truly been accepted by those who view literature with prejudice and misunderstanding. Enough. That's your problem to deal with. It's not my place to get involved. But I can't help you publish this kind of literature. It's totally self-indulgent. Of course, you are free to ignore my advice. You are the writer, after all. I'm just an editor. Recoleta feels dizzy, an unnamed sense of conflict taking over her. Outside, the sky is covered in dense, impenetrable clouds, and a torrential rain is about to engulf the city. Without a word, she grabs her manuscript, stands up, and runs out the office. As Recoleta runs through the rain, it gradually extinguishes the flames of defiance burning within her. As rationality returns, questions begins to claw at her. Following the flow of instinct, avoiding self-examination. That's my current state of writing. Well, of course, I know this isn't exactly professional writing, but... Recoleta wipes the rain from her forehead with her sleeve. She leans against the wall and buries her head tightly in her arms. She's too slow to adapt. The cool air is quickly replaced by a scorching heat, and the raindrops becoming sweat her clothes drying instantly. She and her words return to their original state, like a blank page untouched by ink. All the structures drawn under the guidance, all the carefully added embellishments now crumbled to dust. This desert, it looks familiar. Wait, isn't this the desert by the town of Amalfitano? Okay, so she went back to her own fiction reality. Effectively. No, I tore this place apart. I can't possibly be back here. Back to this wasteland.
Who told you this place was a wasteland? To my mind, it is 10 times more remarkable than anywhere else in the world.
Is she going to meet her own reflection or what? Because this sounds like her own voice. A shadow suddenly blocks the sun. Recoleta looks up.
Who are you? Are you... me?
Well, I'm getting 10 for 10 on that guess. No, that's not right. What are you the symbol of?
I'm not a symbol at all. I'm the gaucho rider of 1975, the legendary cowgirl of Sonora, Recoleta.
Okay. Yeah, Recoleta? Then who am I? We exist in thousands of forms across endless pages. The faces we present to the readers are limitless.
After that, you chose to return to reality, didn't you? But I chose to stay here, in the realm of fiction.
Why did they miss just this line and read this out loud? This is confusing. The partial voice acting is really weird. It would be better without voice acting at this point. You tore up the rise and fall of sanity. After that, you chose to return to reality, didn't you? But I choose to stay here, in the realm of fiction. So she what? So she like what? Split herself into two? What are you doing here?
I don't have time to sit around and chat. My comrades need rescuing. I must rally our people, unite our strength to turn these ruins into a library.
Because the library is the greatest metaphor of mankind.
Will you stand with me and help write the next chapter of our cause?
So she's what? Writing a sequel to the rise and fall of sanity?
You really are me. I can't think of anyone else who would speak such nonsense.
At least she has the introspection enough to self-criticize.
Come on, Recoleta, get moving.
Cross the silent desert, follow the Gnostic river to its source, and find a way through the cave dwellers' settlements. In 9 or 10 nights, the ruinas gloriosas will appear. And there, an important comrade awaits our rescue. Alright, but how can you prove we'll find this so-called ruin? The gaucho rider pulls out a rusty badge.
See this? It's my badge of honor.
There was no grand ceremony when it was awarded to me. In fact, there was no official honor from it. But still, it is an irreplaceable symbol, the undeniable proof that we will find the ruinous glossarias. Gloriosas. Excuse me. It's beautiful. How did you get it?
What happened to you? You really aren't anything like me anymore.
Yes. She got changed by the corporate world of publishing.
Listen to your heart. There's something missing, isn't there?
Like what? The passion for writing?
Blessed me, blessed me. My beating heart does drum. The fervent words of visceral realism. Within my chest they thump.
Isn't that the poem you wrote?
Well, you may have forgotten much, but none of that matters now. A new adventure lies before us. And should we fail, let us fail spectacularly.
Go big or go home. Come on, Recoleta, get moving. Recoleta takes her own hand, but a strange feeling, like curling up under a blanket in winter. She returns to that comfortable place. Optimistic, reckless, an anonymous writer chasing the literary explosion era.
Failure doesn't diminish the glory of the journey.
Doesn't it though?
At the very least, I'll earn a badge of honor, just like hers. Yes, and my novel will be that badge.
And we are already 1 hour in. Interesting. Well, nonetheless, I'm going to go through all those sub-chapters today, no matter whether or not we'll finish in 2 hours. I'll extend the stream if I have to. I can afford it today. I fell asleep? Wait, is this repeating itself? 1 second. I've misclicked, never mind. I was supposed to click on this. Meaningless acts. Corridor HA Publishing. Spring has come, bringing a renewed energy with it. Recoleta, her heartbeat thumping in her ears, steps into the publishing house building. She carries no manuscript, only a letter, one barely large enough to contain a single long poem. Alright, just drop off the letter and it's all over. Is she, like, what, quitting? After taking a deep breath, she slips the envelope into the manuscript submission mailbox and turns towards the exit. Yep, this looks like a resignation.
Thank you, Miss Hunting. And I'm sorry.
Whether to thank me or apologize, you should say it in person, Recoleta. Recoleta's hand reaching towards the door handle freezes. Following the rustle of an envelope being opened, Hunting's voice echoes from behind. Miss Hunting. Recoleta watches as Hunting slowly approaches. Under the overhead lights, she can barely make out Hunting's face. I'm sorry. Do you remember the first 3 questions you asked me? I think I finally know the answers. The build-up to this answer is too long. long enough for the readers to nearly forget the question. He returns home because to him it's home. He meets the cowhand because he happens to be tending the cattle. The character knows things the author doesn't because this is the cowboy's story. He has lived for many more years than the author has. Of course, these are your characters. Your unique style shapes them, making them one of a kind. I never truly understand the purpose behind every sentence I write. They flow from my pen, word by word, driven by irresistible instinctive current. Honestly, I know that feeling. When I often write scenarios for tabletop adventures, I feel like I'm just conveying them, like they are being dictated to me from behind a curtain, so to speak. Like I'm not the one writing them. I'm just the pen following the narrator, so to speak. And I am a business hunter who works for profit. A bookseller who has abandoned her instinct. I'm a clueless bystander on the riverbank. I can glimpse the vitality of the river, but I cannot question the purpose of each ripple. If I've already grasped its vitality, why should I question the purpose of each ripple? Mrs. Canty, you have taught me so much, but I will never become the kind of writer you've envisioned. In you, I see an old sweater I once knitted, a glorious illusion. Only now do I fully understand myself. My writing exists to follow a great era, to recreate a grand adventure. I used to fantasize that the distant tremors would once again shake my heart through your words. My writing exists to follow my selfish desires. And this unrealistic fantasy is also my selfish desire. I imagined myself living like a poet, romantically, hopelessly, rebelliously, recklessly indifferent to fame. You should imagine yourself living purely, happily, like a true poet. Blessed me, my beating heart does drum. The fervent words of visceral realism within my chest they thump. Grow wildly, cast aside the damned pursuit of fame, and live recklessly. And write. Write and write and write. It's been an honor to know you, Recoleta. Editor's office, afternoon. A familiar setting, but the positions have shifted. Recoleta leans back in the editor's chair while Hunting sits upright in the other side of the desk. Huh? Is this a metaphor for seeing things from a different perspective? Of empathy? No, I just sat for too long and my back hurts. A moment of humor brings a smile to both their faces, melting the slightly icy moment between them.
I realize now that I never really understood you, Miss Hunting. Nor did I really try to.
Me too. I never really tried to understand what you truly thought. So we are even. But if you'll listen, I'll tell you a story. A story about a young woman born during the literary explosion era. Faint tremor flickers in Hunting's eyes. Recoleta can sense the subtle change in her. After graduating from the University of La Plata's literature department, the young woman declined her professor's invitation to pursue further studies and chose to enter the publishing industry instead. In her handwritten letter, she wrote Professor Carlos, "I want to be the Maxwell Perkins of Latin America."
Why would she want to be an editor when everyone else at that time was striving to be a writer?
This world has never been short on writers and poets, but these geniuses need someone to pass on their inspiration.
But she did become a great editor, didn't she? Because she's you.
No, she didn't become a great editor. She became a shrewd merchant. You know, I've always worried that I would distort your work. Maybe the first version was already the best. Who could really say? This is the eternal dilemma and ultimate question of an editor. It haunts me at night. In those moments, I feel like I'm the prey. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's great when books I edit are adapted into films. But I can't forget what they began as: literature. Literature is eternal. It's irreplaceable. Words rush into Recoletta's mind. Discussions about revisions, debates about literature, insights into life. They wash over her like a rushing river.
I have an idea. A good one, I promise.
What did you think up this time? Even though I've given up on publishing my novel, I promise you I'll finish it.
Would you help me finish my novel? Not as an editor, but as a friend?
Recoleta knows this might be a meaningless act. Of course, it's a deal. It will be my honor, Recoleta. Let's complete this work together. Yes, as friends, as literal companions, as people following their own desires. Hunting knows this choice comes from an unnamed courage. She chooses to believe in literature, in fate, in acts that seem meaningless. It's like just like Recoleta. Okay, to be continued. Well, really one part left. This is a matching stage, right? Right. Okay, I see already what I can match. Ah! I made a mistake. God damn it. I made a mistake again. There we go. This is correct. There we go. I think this is... No, I screwed up. Never mind. Ah, there we go. Ah, god damn it. I gave this to the opponent this time. Okay. Unveil random pages. Alright. God damn it. Mistake. There we go. This will recover HP. I'm not that good at those matching minigames. Okay. Oh, somehow managed to beat it. Okay. Ruinas Gloriosas. On that pitch black night, Recoleta sees no one. Why am I back in the desert? Where did hunting go?
You've drunk the poisoned wine, Recoleta. A treacherous scheme of the cave dwellers.
How are you talking about? It's the venom of the Ouroboros fangs, severing the cause and effect, leading us to the Ruinas Gloriosas. In her mind, her own voice echoes. They tried to stop us, but fortunately, they didn't know that we are one and the same. I left the directness the metaphoras in your notebook. No, I left directrices the metaphoras in your notebook. It will lead you to the final ending.
But why? Why did you sacrifice yourself? Haven't you longed to see the victory of our great movement?
You took the poison for me, but why? Why did you sacrifice yourself? Haven't you longed to see the victory of our great movement? No more questions. It was a necessary sacrifice.
I did it for us. Now go. Save our comrades and see this journey through to the very end.
Alright. I understand now. The comrade you are talking about is hunting, isn't it? I need to find the Ruinas Gloriosas and free her. Recoleta snaps back to reality, pushes herself to her feet, and strides forward with determination.
A forgotten river runs, its course to all untold.
Cross the silent desert. Follow the Gnostic river to its source. A forgotten river runs its course to all untold.
At the source of the Gnostic river, in shrouded darkness laid, within that mirror, the cave dweller hides, his ancient face displayed.
So I just need to follow this river, right? Phew, what a long night. Looks like I finally found the source of the Gnostic river. And now, there's no other path forward. Wait, could it be? Within that mirror, Recoleta gazes at the black surface of the water. She pinches her nose shut and leaps in. Alright. Recoleta feels herself sliding downwards through a cave, yet there's no sense of wetness or flowing water. Jesus Christ, that was loud. My poor ears. Whee! This is actually kind of fun. Well, good thing that you are having fun with it. She lands in a misty, damp cavern.
Tread lightly. Do not disturb those shadowed tribal dwellers.
Their language is as unyielding as stone. Their gaze deep as caverns. The cave dwellers, are they those figures wandering around? Can they really see me? Their eyes look completely vacant. Maybe I don't need to hide at all. Grant me immortality. Grant me glory.
Stay away from me!
Recoleta takes off running, ignoring everything as she sprints forward. After passing through countless identical caves, Recoleta finally stops to listen. No footsteps, only the sound of an inexplicable underground wind. Phew, finally lost them. That wasn't so bad.
The 9th and 10th time darkness falls, Las Ruinas Gloriosas shall appear to mark the journey's end.
And now they are reading only a part in the middle. It's annoying. Let's reread it all. Let's see. The next line says, the 9th and 10th time darkness falls. Las Ruinas Gloriosas shall appear. To mark the journey's end in ruined glory and radiance clear. So am I supposed to sleep down here for over a week to unlock the next puzzle? Wait, I see. This is a puzzle too. This place is still lit. To make darkness fall, I need to extinguish all these braziers. The flames instantly go out, as if responding directly to Recoletta's thoughts. Alright, one more. On to the next cave. If my count is right, this should be the next cave. There's no path ahead, only a thick grey mist. To mark the journey's end, so that mist must be it? I see. I need to complete the 9th and 10th time to reach the 10th night. But 9th and 10th, what does that even mean? What if I extinguish the last fire in the 10th cave? Sorry about that, I'm getting hiccups. Ah, there we go. Huh. Recoleta sits cross-legged, staring at the final brazier. After a long pause, she suddenly laughs when... Then she picks up the brazier with both hands.
It must be this brazier. It marks the boundary between the 9th cave and the 10th.
If you say so. Wow, these metaphors and symbols really are hard to understand. Yes, they are. I think I finally get why people struggle with my novels. Fucking finally! You are too much of a vague poster. With all her strength, she hurls the flames into the mist.
Go! Bring forth the light!
The Ruinas Gloriosas. The mist scatters, ahead 4 enormous phantoms loom. Behind them, she barely makes out a shackled figure in the darkness.
Miss Hunting, are you alright?
Hunting seems to be speaking, but an unseen barrier muffles her voice. I tried to stop you, but you still came. Child, why must you seek the secret of the ageless? Executioner, your cruelty has broken my heart. How amusing. I never thought you'd make it here. Countless voices echo in the ruins, mocking her powerlessness. And 4 voices rise in unison, forming a harmony.
Step aside. I must rescue my comrade.
Recoleta faces the phantoms, symbols like a... excuse me, 1 second. Recoleta faces the phantom symbols like a knight, her pen wielded like a sword. Clearly, this battle isn't about strength. You are not the Minotaur guarding the labyrinth. You are mere obstacles, symbols created to hinder me.
Las Ruinas Gloriosas. The
Answer-
answer's in the name, right?
Right. Clever little writer. What blocks your path is nothing but imaginary chains. With the mere flick of your pen, you may sever them. It is unbelievably simple. Recoleta lunges forward with her sword. In the darkness, the sounds of chains snapping rings out. But before long, more chains, newborn and endless, emerge from the abyss.
What's going on?
Recoleta slashes over and over again through the chains, but her efforts are in vain. Exhausted, she collapses to the ground. A flickering shadow catches the corner of her eye. It's Hunting, off in the distance. What is she doing? Hunting has abandoned her words. She raises both hands above her head, outlining a rectangle. A rectangle? What's that supposed to mean? She is speaking in Aperion. Quick, grab 7 and 37 and 6. Hunting makes a motion as if embracing something, tracing the shape of a rectangle repeatedly in the air. A pillar. Wait, a pillar from before.
It's the pillar del Templo de la Metáfora. The MacGuffin.
In crook stories, it's almost always the necklace. Those quoted words strike Recoleta like lightning in a spring storm. Yes, a necklace, a chain, just like the Templo de la Metafora. These chains are meaningless. I need to move past them and face the core of the Ruinas Gloriosas head-on. Countless chains bind and drag Recoleta to the ground under their weight. She covers her ears, struggling as she steps into the 4 symbols. East, west, south, north. Recoleta swings her sword in all 4 directions. With each strike, she bears the weight of 1,000 chains. The twisted laughter fades, exhaustion and relief wash over her, and she collapses to the ground. Her eyelids feel unbearably heavy. Hunting's voice growls distant. The cowboy gazes out the window at the prayer, the fresh green of spring filling her with an almost dreamlike sense of renewal. My head hurts a little. Maybe I slept too long.
Those adventures seem hazy now.
It's alright. You've already written adventures into a novel. We escaped the Templo de la Metafora, wandered for ages in the symbolic forest, and in the end you saved me in the Ruinas Gloriosas. The cowboy feels as if she is in a dream, but she knows the coachman is right. These images slowly resurface in her mind. Alright, and my novel? Is it finished? Have you forgotten? You wrote an eternal masterpiece and even won a significant literary award. Did she now?
Where are we going?
We are heading home. Back to the Buenos Aires, back to the HI Publishing House for a grand award ceremony. And then our story will come to an end. The cowboy chuckles softly. He waves at the tall figure before her. As the carriage jostles forward, she throws open the door and leaps into the golden light of the sun.
Goodbye, Miss Hunting. Publishing novels, receiving awards. None of that matters to me anymore.
I just won a vague post.
There's a whole beautiful world before me. Shouldn't I live like a poet and go out and experience its wonders under the glorious radiance of Apollo. Shouldn't I run free, feeling the grass and earth between my toes? After all, the story is far from over.
Behind her, the coachman, hunting, watches relief and longing coloring her face. She waves at the soaring figure of freedom. You are as careless as ever, Recoleta. You forgot that, in the story, you are supposed to call me coachman. But none of that matters now. Go, Recoleta. Like an invincible warrior, like a falcon soaring free, like a fearless gaucho knight. Go forth and conquer the boundless Pampas plain. Good luck, rebellious, nameless writer who scorns fame and disregards all else.
Blessed me, blessed me. My beating heart does drum. The fervent words of visceral realism, within my chest they thump. Come on home, spirits of the past.
The seasons cycle once more, and a new writer arrives. Winter arrives, Jesus Christ. Hunting sits at her desk, warming her hands with a cup of coffee as she flips through a manuscript. You need to dissect the salesman's psychology more deeply. Everything else is fine. If we are lucky, it might be published before spring. In the past, you'd have said no one cares about the I retired salesman's story. True, but things have changed. Just like Gregor's Samsa in the Metamorphosis. You just need to write as well as Kafka, Tommy.
May I ask?
What made you leave such a high-paying job to start your own publishing house? Huh, okay. That's a secret which has a little something to do with you.
Oh.
Oh? You mean my novel moved you that much? Not exactly. A knock at the door interrupts the writer.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to intrude, the director. We received a package, an anonymous novel addressed to you. Let me take a look. The employee unwraps the package and gently places a thin booklet on the desk. Ruinas Gloriosas y Directes de Metáforas by Recoleta.
That's...
Okay, so this is the final draft, I'm guessing. This book is dedicated to Maria Hunting, an editor, a teacher, a friend, and a brave, honest person. Miss Hunting, are you alright? You. She puts the dedication in the preface. Looks like she still remembers my advice. Dedicated to the writers of history, those remarkable distant stars. Dedicated to the editors of history, the unsung geniuses who captured brilliance. Dedicated to you who are... God damn it. 1 second. I'll go a little bit back and read that excerpt. Right. Dedicators to the editors of history, the unsung geniuses who captured brilliance. Dedicated to you who are watching now, the wonderful players, viewers and readers. Nicely done, Recoleta. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure even whether or not I understood all the intricacies and meanings behind this whole side story, but I personally interpreted this whole plot as the... how to say it in English? I would call it an introspection on the intricacies of the writer's internal struggles with its own inadequacies regarding its her own skills and what she had to give up to attain success in a commercial world, effectively. It was an investigation into what a writer has to live through to attain recognition, what she or he has to give up to get through the barriers for publishing their own works, instead of conveying the real story that they had in their heart and mind, effectively. That's how I'm seeing it. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is my interpretation. Okay. How far are we in? We've got like half an hour left. So I think I'll just go and do the server stage for Recoleta, and we'll wrap up this early today for Reverse 1999. After which I'll take an earlier break, probably a shorter one as well, and we'll be back with Cyberpunk, probably. Okay.
Nothing unexpected. For now.
How does this team work? I think it's centered around ultimates. How does this even work? Okay, let's give it a go, I suppose.
The show's on. How?
A brave just at your command.
Plan A. Time waits for no one, even for a great people.
Now dance. Ha ha! Hoo! Hoo hoo!
Okay, that's not much damage. And I wasted that precast. God damn it. My mistake. Is it gone or can I reuse it?
The plan failed.
Yep, it's gone. So I screwed up. Oh well. Gotta roll with the punches, I guess. So we could go like this.
Candy, plan A. En todos los momentos.
Oh, hi.
3, 2, 1, down.
Is it just me or is the game unusually loud right now?
A truly villainous moment.
Oh.
Weird.
Freaking dumbass.
One second, let me check something. Why is it displayed twice? Huh. Something is wrong with my sound setup right now. Oh well. Never mind that.
The show's on, hounds.
What's next?
A brave decision.
Plan A.
Like this, maybe?
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. Time waits for no one, even for a great feat.
Hold on to that.
I'm not entirely sure if I understand how I'm supposed to play them.
Rotten toes. Freaking dumbass.
Oh, good for you. All right.
Okay, let's draw
Red then.
that. What else? What else?
Wear gloves. Sterilize.
Plan B.
Here we go.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Freaking dumbass. Oh, hi.
3, 2, 1, down.
We've got 4 ultimates ready.
losing my
Huh,
patience.
interesting. So an all ult round.
Freaking dumbass.
Let's go. Don't know what the best order will be. I think something like
The
this.
show's on. El camino a Tlon.
Go. 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 Puppies.
I never have seen her ultimate before,
Give me a
honestly.
hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
She basically turned herself into an animal for a second.
Even for a great feat.
He, they, it.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
Ah, decent damage. Interesting. So it's all about stacking ults, apparently.
Freaking dumbass.
Okay.
The show's on, hounds. The show's on, hounds. Plan A.
So I could do this like that.
Plan A. Plan B.
A brave decision.
So will this result in 3 ultimates?
Even for a great feat.
Or did I understand this wrong? This we'll see in a second.
A mice path. 3, 2, 1, down. Time waits for no one. Even for
Okay,
a
that's
great
another ultimate. Not bad.
time waits for
And another one.
even for a great
Hmm.
feat.
So we have cast 3 ultimates with her this turn. Kind of neat.
Everyone has their own destination.
An interesting mechanic. And we have new ultimates to cast.
Plan A.
Go. 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 Puppies.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Cool, cool.
Time waits for no one. Even for a great feat. I haven't
That's
had a
one
eureka
stage
moment
done.
like this.
So it was just one stage. Okay. Never mind, I thought there would be more. I guess that's fair enough. So, hell is this? Infinite symbolism? Ah, right, the minigame. So we can just play it as a separate minigame, apparently. Okay. Let's give it a go. At the start of each round, unveil 2 random pages, right. Okay, this works. Okay. This works. We are ahead a little bit. What now? All right. Oh, this is a self-damage, never mind. Why did I pick this up? My mistake. Let's pick these. This at least is a shoe hit. All right. We are in the clear. And I won. Easy enough. I'm not that bad at this minigame as I thought. Not as bad as I thought, rather. Okay, so I think this will be it for Reverse 1999 today. At the very least. We'll be going back to chapter 9 to do Aleph's side story on Wednesday. Probably on Wednesday and Friday, to be honest. So, thank you for watching if you did. If you missed anything from the stream and you want to catch up, I recommend going to my YouTube channel where all the VODs are stored forever. And you can access it through the link in the description on Twitch or through the chat command of exclamation YouTube. The schedule for this week streams is available on my Discord server as per usual. The link to it is available in the description both on YouTube and on Twitch. And you can use the exclamation Discord command to get the link directly. I'll be taking something like an hour break, so shortly before 5 PM GMT +1 we'll be starting the Cyberpunk 2077 stream. For now, thank you for watching and see you around in more or less an hour.